like to talk about a new feature Facebook added and what I think of it. So, I noticed last night I was on my Facebook, there's a new feature. I don't know if everyone has it yet, I know I do. If you don't have it yet, you probably will soon, because that's what Facebook does. If they don't give it to everyone right away, everyone gets it eventually, basically, like the timeline. So, a lot of people complain about how Facebook is an invasion of privacy, and I do agree to an extent, but I don't think it's as big of a deal as people sometimes make it out to be, because a lot of it depends on what you post. Like, if you're constantly posting where you are and what you're doing, you shouldn't be surprised when someone you don't want knowing that finds out, because it's up there on your newsfeed, they can see it, and even if they're not on your friends list, if you don't have your settings set to public, they'll see it. I personally don't post a whole lot on Facebook. Every once in a while I'll upload a picture or a video or post a status, but usually I just use Facebook for chat. But now, this new feature even makes that an invasion of privacy in a way that I don't think any other site has done so far yet. So to describe the new feature, which as with all Facebook features, as far as I know, it's not optional, which is very irritating. But when you're in chat, you're talking to someone, you'll see at the bottom, when it happens, you'll see it'll say seen, and it'll have a check mark, and it'll have a time, which is probably pretty close to what time it is as you're reading it. And at first I didn't know what it was. I just kept showing up. I just like, oh, this is some new feature I don't get yet. But I figured out what it was, and it's pretty horrifying. So what it does, that tells you if the person you're talking to has seen the message you sent them. Which, at first, it doesn't sound like it's that big of a deal, because, like, sometimes it's hard to tell if you're being ignored when you're talking through an instant messaging program. Like, sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm not getting a response, I'm wondering if I'm being ignored or they're just doing something else, but it's just for when you're like that, you can still believe just as much that they're just doing something else. You don't know you're being ignored, you don't know you're not, but it's fine, you can leave it that way. Ignorance is bliss. But with this new feature, it makes it literally impossible to ignore someone. And yeah, I don't think people should ignore each other anyway, it's not a good thing, but it really isn't Facebook's business to decide that for us. It's complete invasion of privacy, and some people have totally valid reasons for ignoring someone. Like, I don't know if someone's like creeping on them, stalking them. Well, they should just remove them from their friends list, but that's their choice. If they don't want to remove them from their friends list, yet they're talking to them, and they can tell if they're ignoring them. And also, I can see this not being completely accurate either. Like, sometimes if you're really multitasking, you just open your chat window, it would probably tell them that you saw their message, even if you didn't even read it yet. So, this new feature is pretty scary. Like, I mentioned this already, but I don't think any other website or social network or anything has done this. Like, Steam Chat, no. MySpace, even if anyone uses it anymore, no. And everything. So, I don't really know if there's much we can do about this. I haven't made a petition or anything. I encourage you viewers to, if you want to, if you think that's a good idea. I don't know if anything's going to change. I'm also afraid about what's going to go from here. Like, what's next is they're going to be a permanent app on Facebook where it automatically activates your webcam and you can just go to someone's profile and you have a constant view of their room. I'm not giving, if Mark Zuckerberg, if you're watching this, I really hope you didn't take that as a suggestion. That's creepy. But the problem with it is that, it's a problem anyway, is that it's not optional. Because some people have, like I said, have valid reasons for ignoring people, and you shouldn't be forced to let everyone know that they're being ignored. This is just like, now once you know that this feature exists, you can't ignore that the feature exists, and you can't ignore that people are ignoring you, if they are. Or people are going to like stop what they're doing just so they can make sure that you know that they're not being ignored, and it's not a good thing at all. I'm not fully knowledgeable on all subjects like this, but just putting out my opinion on what I think of this scary new Facebook feature. So it's triggering a mindset that you have to know what the other person you're talking to is doing. Like, even if you're talking on the phone, you don't know what they're doing. If if you're talking with any other instant messaging program, if you're talking on the phone, even in person, like sometimes you may think someone's ignoring you, but really it's just loud around that they can't hear you or something. But this, you can't know that whether or not they're ignoring you. If someone's ignoring you, then you'll know, and then you're going to go after them for it. It's gonna cause an argument most likely, and I it's not a good thing. Sorry I'm stuttering a lot here and not knowing what to say, but I have nothing more to say about this really. I'd like to let you know in the comments what you think of it, and find something to do about it. I don't know if anything's ever going to change. I don't know if they're going to make more worse features to invade your privacy, but it's what it is for now. I let you know it exists. This feature exists. If you don't have it, whether or not you have it yet, that's all I wanted to say. Sorry for this this video being different than what I usually do. I don't usually rant like this, but thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this new feature.